again. Alright, we are getting underway here for fifth place game, Angels versus Buffalo. Taking the draw was Sandy. Face-off controlled by Buffalo. They dump it into the far corner. Wraps hard around the net behind Angels goal. Battle in the near corner. Recovered. Centering pass by Buffalo. Broken up by Noonan. Nice pass from Bolte up to Sweeney. Sweeney losing it on the battle. Recovered by Buffalo, near side. Puck comes back out into neutral zone. Both checked away at the Buffalo blue line. A little bit of a whiffy there, trying to get into the zone. Picked up now by Steinhaus. Steinhaus changing direction. Steinhaus charging down into Buffalo zone. Puck checked away, far side boards. Battle now in front of Buffalo's house. Nice DDD pass just out of reach of Johnson by Olsen. Johnson backhands it up. Sends a little bit of a back clapper up into the netting. That'll bring us to first whistle. And stoppage play in the game. Face off by Scott. Picked up loose puck by Buffalo. Backhanded shot from the point. Cleared straight up the middle by Tweeten. Poke checked away by the stick of Noonan. Picked up near side by Olsen. Olsen changes directions in the corner. Puck battle out at the point. Stripped away by Buffalo's number 12. Nice grab by Scott. Scott changing direction now. Skating back down through neutral ice. He's going to carry it across the blue line. He's got the help of Erickson and Olsen. Scott still carrying the puck. Poke checked away. Kept in at the far point by Noah. Noah shot on target. It'll be a save for Buffalo. And a freeze with the glove. 13 minutes, 25 seconds to go in the first period of the game this morning. Nice face-off win by Sandy. Passed out to the point by Bolte. Tried to get a shot off with Steinhaus. Stopped by the leg pads of the defender. Carried across by Bolte. Bolte cutting in near side. Shot from the bottom circle. Saved and off the dome of a Buffalo player. Sends it out to the stick of Steinhaus. Steinhaus shot goes just wide. Picked up near side by Buffalo. Centering pass to the stick of Steinhaus. Steinhaus fiddles the puck, overskates it, recovers back in the Angel zone. Circling around, Steinhaus picking up some position. Big, huge body check by Buffalo. Buffalo teed up Steinhaus on that play. Shot towards net by Sandy. Battle now in far corner by Sweeney. Poke checked away by Sandy. Buffalo dumps the puck all the way down, and it will have legs and wheel itself across the goal line. That'll be a icing whistle. And a face-off will get brought back down to the Buffalo end. It'll be a near side dot face-off here for both teams. Off the draw by Scott. Puck picked up near side, carried along the boards, dumped in. That should be icing again as the puck was dumped before crossing over the center red line. Trying to chip it up for a streaking, advancing teammate. It was Buffalo. Sent the puck a little bit too hard. Carries himself all the way down. So it'll get brought back into Buffalo's end. Jack Scott setting up for a face-off once again. Tries to win it over towards Erickson. Erickson able to recover a bouncing puck. Had a shot towards the net. Sent along the boards by Scott. Olsen helped the puck out to the point. Poke checked away by Olsen. Stick of Erickson. Erickson on the turn. Gets a shot. And a really nice recovery by Jack Scott. And that'll be a shot in the goal for the Angels, and they'll go up on the scoreboard first here in today's contest. That'll be an assist that gets credited to Erickson. At least in my book it does. Off the draw by Scott. Charging forward is Buffalo. Both checked away by Noah. Sent back into Buffalo's end. A little bit of a swing and miss there by Olsen as he was streaking in with speed. Carrying it back down now into the Angels' end. Centering pass by Buffalo. No one there to receive it. Puck stolen back by Noah in the far corner. Gets some help by Erickson. Erickson gets tied up on the play. Scott comes in. Gives the player the business in the far corner. Noah decides he wants some of the action, so he's tying up a player. Erickson now walks in, tries to find the Bisky, which is being tied up somewhere under somebody's body. There, it finally came out. Comes out of the baked oven, sends a nice pass across to Olsen. Olsen picking up the speed. Olsen tries to cut in near side. Lost an edge on the back of a Buffalo player. Buffalo player now carrying the puck back down into Angels' end. Big, huge, little bit of a yard sale there by Tweeten on the body check. Shot towards net. Weird ricochet bounce off the left side of the leg pad by Noonan. Quick reaction by Noonan. Kept the puck out of the back of the net. He had no idea kind of where the puck was and where the ricochet was going to take place. Nice job by Olsen breaking up that shot from the point. Tries to feed it up to Sandy, who is advancing. Loose puck now picked up by Tweeten back in the Angels' end. Nice job by Tweeten. Circling around, creating some time and space. A beautiful pass from Sandy to the stick of Sweeney. Sweeney trying to rip a shot off, couldn't quite get it done. Gets some help by Bolte in the far corner. Bolte centering pass to the stick of Sandy. Sandy on the stick handle finally rips the shot right into the chest pad of the goaltender, and he'll hold on to that one, forcing a whistle, and it'll be a face-off on the near side dot once again down in Buffalo's end. 10 minutes, 22 seconds to go in period number one. Face off by Sandy. Slaps hard near side. Puck battle now. Johnson, great job tying up a player. He's held up. Buffalo able to find a loose puck. They're going to come pushing down ice. Shot saved by the top twig of Noonan. Into the glass. Another shot from the point. A rebound shot, and it will be a goal as Noonan was sliding back across, and a backhanded shot from Buffalo ties the game back up at one apiece. Face off one by Scott to the stick of Tweeten. Tweeten, nice sauce pass up to Olsen. Olsen feeding it up to Scott. Carries it back across the blue line. Scott feeding it across to Erickson. Broken up by Buffalo. Poke checked away by Scott. Recovered by Buffalo right in front of their bench house. Carried back down into Angels zone. Rips a shot. Gets deflected wide off the Angels defender. Pressured by Olsen. Olsen, nice shot from the point. Saved by Noonan. Picked up on the far side by Noah, kept in at the point though by a Buffalo defender. Recovered by Noah, backhanded out, trying to get out of the zone. It's kept in by the stone wall of the defender number 5 in purple. Recovered now with a loose puck by Tweeten, kept in near side by at the point. Jude Noah once again trying to slap it out of the zone. Kept in by the Bluey Bandit in purple. Shot on target, save cleared wide by Noonan. Slapped up along the boards by Scott. Erickson able to finally chip it up over the stick of the defender. Pressured out neutral there by Olsen. Some cycling reverb passes by Buffalo. Poke checked away beautifully by Sweeney. Lost it on the stick handle. Puck battle near side now. Recovered by Bolte. Sidestepping and check. Charging into Sweeney. Bolte had recovered the puck. Pressured immediately. Losing it in the battle. Nice back check by Sweeney. Creating pressure. Buffalo dumps the puck. Reps along the boards behind the net. Attempted to get picked up by Steinhaus. Was stolen, centering pass broken up by Steinhaus. A foot race now. As Buffalo had recovered it. Loose puck now picked up by Bolte. Bolte sends the shot, gets deflected just up and over. Bolte's pass out to the point to Johnson. Johnson sends the shot on target. It's recovered near side by Bolte. He sends it along behind Buffalo's goal, where it's picked up by Sweeney. Sweeney trying to find a centering pass. He gets tied up on the play. Buffalo recovers. A centering pass just behind the intended target, recovered by Johnson. Johnson sends it near side in center slot to Steinhaus. Steinhaus, the puck bounces off of his sticks, recovered by Buffalo, and they dump it hard back into the Angel zone, where it's picked up by Scott in the far corner. Scott's going to continue skating behind the bench. Passing it now to Olsen. Olsen, a beautiful pass just off the stick of Erickson. Brought back into the Angels' end by Buffalo, recovered by Steinhaus. He slaps it along the boards. It will carry outside of the blue line. Buffalo will try and create time and space by passing the puck back to their defender, missing target, and it carried down into the far corner. Puck kept in at the point by Noah, slapped deep in the zone by Erickson, chased down behind the goal line near corner by Scott. Tying up player is Olsen. Centering pass to Erickson. Erickson pressured, tried to get the shot pass over to Noah at the point to rip it flapper. Dumped in by Johnson up to Olsen. Olsen lost it on the carry. Buffalo regains possession. Tries to get it down into the Angel zone. Slapped up by Noah. Broken up pass there by Olsen on the read. Olsen's coming into the boards. Tries feeding it back. No one there with him. Buffalo recovers, carrying it back down into Angel zone, but not before offsides. Whistle will be called, stopping play and momentum. 6 minutes, 32 seconds remaining in period number 1. Face off by Sandy, gets helped by Sweeney. Sweeney blows a tire. Decides to barrel roll down the center line. Shot goes wide just in front of Noonan. Puck kept in near side by 6. He wraps the puck hard along the board. Sweeney goes in hard, tying up player. Shot from the point, broken up by Steinhaus before it can reach the target. Nice poke check by Bolte. Bolte sends it far side up to Sandy. Sandy's coming in. Bolte's in front of the net. Pass out front. A beautiful setup shot by Bolte. Loose puck just out of reach of Sweeney, who was doing everything he could to try and get a spin save, or a spin shot rather. Loose puck now dumped up by Johnson. Johnson's shot into the skates of Buffalo, recovered by a player. A whiffy on the pass, recovered by Bolte. He lost it as the puck had some breaks in the snow. Dumps it in. Overskating it a little bit was Johnson behind the goal line. Buffalo recovers, sends it back near side. It's kept in at the point by Scott. Slams it hard into the Buffalo defender, and puck will be on target. Icing waved off, recovered down in the zone by Steinhaus. Steinhaus skating around the player. Steinhaus burning hoof up center ice now, cuts in towards the middle. Steinhaus rips a shot, goes up into the netting, and is deflected off of the ramp stick of Buffalo defense player. So that puck will go out of play, and a whistle will end it. And bringing back face-off this time far side, off the blocker hand side of the Buffalo goaltender. Off the draw by Scott, over to Erickson. Erickson passes back to Noah. Noah rips a shot towards net, hits traffic. Tries to center of the pass, but was Scott. Recovered by Buffalo, kept in at the point by Tweeten, bounced off of player's skate. Trying to recover it was Olsen. Puck grabbed out of the air by Tweeten. Tweeten, great job body contact, getting the puck over to Erickson. Erickson loses it on the battle. He slaps it hard down, wrapping it along the boards now, where Olsen is going to try and get there to recover it. Kept in at the point by Tweeten. Tweeten slamming it towards the net, stopped by Erickson, whose puck now picked up and neutralized by Noah. Noah dumps it along the boards, far side, slapped right back up by a Buffalo defender. Nice read by Noah, poke checking forward on the aggressive play. Puck gets backhanded up over the hand of Tweeten, carried back down into the Angels zone. Tweeten still battling, able to get it up. Puck bounced off of the referee, shot back in towards net by a point, recovered. DV pass now by Buffalo in neutral area. Pass broken up, read beautifully by Sweeney. Poke checked off of his stick. Near side pass behind the intended player. Number 3 will dump it down back into Angels end now. It's going to be recovered far corner by Steinhaus. A nice one-touch breakout tip pass by Sweeney to a streaking Angels player. Here comes Sandy. Sandy had the player beat. The stick tied up nicely by the Buffalo defender. Bolte recovering a breakout pass, dumps it in over the boards behind the net where it's tried to get chipped out by Sandy. Odd bouncing, rolling puck with a quick reaction by Sweeney. Did get a chance to have a shot off. And a rebound attempt there by, I believe that was Bolte, and puck gets grabbed out of the air by the Buffalo goaltender. Off the draw, battling near side is Sweeney. Buffalo tries to get it out. Couldn't get past the brick wall of Johnson. Quick couple shots on net. Second one there by Bolte. Stick save cleared wide. Wide angle shot by Sandy. Stick save cleared behind the net. Battle now near side. Sweeney's tied up along the boards. Buffalo able to chip the puck out, bouncing off the boards far side. Sent back up by Steinhaus, dumped into the zone by Sandy. He'll go back to get a line change. Pressure now by Sweeney behind the net. Sweeney coming in on the stick lift. Slapped away by Olsen, trying to get it out of the zone. Attempted to get grabbed out of the air by Scott. Nice job by Johnson. He gets body handled off of the play. Olsen's still doing some battle along the boards. Tries to break up cross-ice pass. Steinhaus now charging forward. He's going to be streaking into the zone. Steinhaus carrying the puck down now behind the goal. Just out of reach of Olsen, who was pushed just a little bit further down out of play than where he would want to be trying to get back. As you saw, the beautiful pass from Steinhaus was there. A read from Erickson trying to feed it near side to Olsen. Dumped back into the Buffalo end by the Angels. Buffalo changing direction now, carrying it back in across the blue line. Walking in, a lunar shot sent up over the Angels net. Kept in at the point, cross ice by the defense. Slapped towards net, recovered by Johnson. Johnson dumps it up along the boards. It's kept in by 21 at the point. Puck battle now along the boards by Olsen. Buffalo recovers, sends it out to the point. Quick shot went just wide. A rebound from the side of the net, slapped out of the air. High sticking by Buffalo. It's recovered by Steinhaus. Steinhaus trying to feed it up to Erickson, and a nice save by Noonan. And he'll snag that with the stick and grab it out of the air with the glove and hold on to it, forcing a whistle and stoppage of play. Face off by Sandy, recovered by Noah. Noah putting on some crazy wheels. He slaps the puck hard along the boards. Getting there was Sweeney. Had pressured and lost it. Shot from the top of the cert. It was saved by Noonan. Dumped along the boards behind the goal now. Recovered behind the net by Buffalo. Lost it on the battle. Loose puck now out at the point. Shot towards net, and it will be a successful save for Noonan. He'll hold on to that one once again. 44.5 seconds remaining in period number 1. Taking the draw is Sandy. Wins it, sends it along the goal line behind the net. Dumped near side by Noah. Picked up by Bolte. Bolte pressured by multiple Buffalo players. Recovered by Tweeten. Tweeten skating at far side now. Over to Sweeney. Sweeney blows a couple flat tires and looks like he was skating on wax. Moving his feet like a cartoon character. Nice pass from Tweeten to a rushing Bolte. Bolte on the stick handle move, recovers the loose puck in the high slot, backhand towards net. Poke checked away by the goaltender. Far side pass by Bolte back to Noah. Right back to Bolte. Nice pass across to Tweeten. Tweeten to Sandy, who's waiting. He dumps it behind. And not before the final buzzer will end period number 1. preventing any shots on goal on their setup. There was nice passing that was occurring there right at the end. Got to be making passes like that all the time, so hopefully that continues. While setting up good hard shots on target, and then while at the same time crashing that, trying to get these rebounds. Will be a quick flood break for ice resurface, and we'll be back at it for periods 2 and 3 here in Hutchinson for the 5th place game against Buffalo. We'll be right back. Ready to get period number 2 underway. Benjamin Noonan going to take his roost. He'll start plowing the driveway. Scuffing up the paint. Face off. Right center ice by Scott. Won by Scott to the stick of Noonan. Forwarding pass broken up by Buffalo. Buffalo carrying the puck in near side boards. Shot on target, loose puck. Just video to get better viewpoint. Hopefully the bouncing bleachers don't make it shake as much now that I'm down on the ground. It is lower, but hopefully it doesn't give people headaches. Off the draw, puck picked up by Tweeten. He wraps it along the far boards. It is poke checked up by Olsen. Olsen losing it on the battle to a much larger defender. Missed goal opportunity by Buffalo. There on the rebound. Pass off the boards by Olsen to Scott. Scott sends it near side to Erickson. Erickson carries it in. Offsides is going to be the call, as Scott had entered into the zone in front of Erickson. Off the draw, won by Buffalo. Slapped up to the stick of Johnson. Poke checked away by Buffalo. Handling it was Sandy to the stick of Steinhaus. Steinhaus battling it. Loose puck now center ice. Here's Bolte. Charlie Bolte is going to cut in. Lost it on the stick handle right on the blue line, and that will be offsides, as the puck was then grabbed by Sweeney, who recognized the puck was loose, carrying it in. Face off by Sandy to the stick of Steinhaus. Steinhaus, he'll dump it in after winning the red line. Picked up behind the net by Buffalo, pressured by Bolte. Winning the foot race was Sandy. Slapped away was the defender, able to get it up out of the zone, out of reach of Johnson. Johnson pressured, turning around. He rips the puck. It will be icing, as it carries all the way down into Buffalo's end. So it'll be a face-off now at the near side dot, glove hand or blocker side of Angels goaltender Benjamin Noonan. Face-off won by Scott, picked up by Noah, carries it along the boards, banking it oddly off, saved by Noonan's stick. Picked up near side by Tweeten. He dumps it along the boards. Lost it in the traffic jam. Tweeten still battling for it. Now carrying it into the corner. Recovers it. Skating behind the goal line. Puts on the brakes. Passes it up along the boards to Erickson. Erickson does a whiffy on the pass across, trying to feed it to Olsen. So he's going to send it all the way down. And that will be an icing for face-off attempt number 2 here near side. Slept by Sandy, dumped hard along the boards by Steinhaus, passed across. Was Bolte just out of the reach of Sweeney. It will get chased down by Sandy though, and he'll grab it before crossing over the goal line. Was a pass, centering pass beautifully by Sandy after all that effort. You saw Steinhaus had walked in. Had a little bit of a cheddar biscuit type of a pass. It's recovered neutral area now by Buffalo. Dumped towards the net. Picked up in the far side corner after getting shot wide. Centering pass by Buffalo. Pressured and broken up nicely by Johnson. Recovered by Sweeney. Sweeney's pass up to Sandy. Pulled checked off of his stick. Buffalo on the attempt to bring it in. Get it slapped by Steinhaus. Stepping up was the defender. Puck rolls back in near side. Puck battle bouncing, getting chipped up now. Waiting for it was Bolte. Bolte dumping it along the boards, allowing himself to create time and space. He gets a shot. Hits traffic and was rolling towards net, but cleared up by the defender, kept in at the point by Steinhaus. Centering pass from Sweeney. A loose puck now after the shot by Jack Scott. Loose puck now picked up by Steinhaus. Steinhaus charging forward. He's going to sidestep shot. He rips a shot. Save gets deflected up over the net by the goaltender. Picked up along the far boards by Olsen. Olsen back to Johnson. Offsides will be the call as Johnson on the stick handle pulled the puck offsides before sending it across. Inadvertently stopping play for the Angels. Scott now with the faceoff. Charging forward is Olsen. Olsen's going to cut mids on near side. His shot gets deflected off the stick. Dumped and wrapped along the boards. Kept in at the far point by Tweeten. Bouncing puck under the blade of Erickson. Centering pass by Erickson. Posting in was Scott. Recovered by Buffalo. Nice job by Tweeten stepping up. Recovering it. A little bit of a mechanic shop there by two Buffalo players running into each other. Broken up on the play by Buffalo was Noah. Noah's going to get assessed a penalty now as a player flew into the boards, and hopefully we'll see it's going to be a roughing penalty that gets assessed to him. So that'll be the first power play opportunity of the game, I believe, for Buffalo. And the Angels will play shorthanded for 2 minutes. Face off by Scott, tied up along the legs, shot goes wide of the net, picked up far side by Tweeten. He chips it up, it's helped out by Erickson. Puck gets waved off the tip from a Buffalo player when Erickson sent it down. Recovered, carried behind their net, pressured by Erickson. Centering breakout pass is successful. Far side pass to a waiting winger. He put on the brakes. Passes it near side to a waiting guy at the point. Nice block by Scott off the side of the foot. It's going to be recovered back in neutral area by 5. The pass is successful. Charging back forward now is a specimen of an absolute unit size. He rips an absolute rocket launch shot. That player must work out once or twice a year. Picked up the loose puck is that same player. He's going to walk in on the slot. He rips his shot, tries to break the glass behind the net. Picked up now by Scott. Scott's going to carry the puck up, having some slashes and poke checks. Recovered player there was aiming for a net that I believe was existent on the other sheet of ice in the other building, as his shot went wide. Angels now able to get the puck out of the zones, rolling down into the Buffalo end. It's going to be recovered by 5. 5 sending it up to his D partner. Couldn't get there, overskating. It was Steinhaus. It's going to get picked up near side by 12. 12 rips a shot. Was going wide of the net. Helped even further wide by Noonan. Puck carried around. Picked up by Bolte. Bolte's pass to Sandy. Deflected up. Sandy charging down ice. He's got Steinhaus with him. Sandy puts the puck on net. It's grabbed out of the air by the goaltender, and he will hold on to it. Puck cleared, slapped wide by Sandy. Shot towards net. Off the skate. Grabbed by Bolte. Bolte tries feeding it back to Johnson. Johnson was sliding the other way. Johnson trying to clear it wide over to Steinhaus. Shot from the point. It's going to be recovered and dumped into the back of the net by an open Buffalo player, and that'll give them first lead of the game, and that'll terminate the penalty of Noah, who still had 1 second remaining on the scoreboard. So that will be a penalty kill goal against the Angels, a power play goal for Buffalo. Puck gets tied up in the referee. Loose puck now slapped forward near side by Noah. Sweeney tries to keep the puck further in. Loose puck now sliding out, recovered by Tweeten. Tweeten's shot hits traffic on the way to the net. Dumping it out was Buffalo, waiting for it. Offsides will be the whistle now on that one. Bear with me while I readjust again. I didn't like that viewpoint, so I'm going back to my higher post. Buffalo recovering the puck now, carrying it in, sidestepping around Noah. Centering pass from behind the net, gets deflected up by a stick. Tries to clear it out. There was Bolte, high-flying pass out front, grabbed out of the air by 16. Battling it is Noah. Coming in to get some help was Tweeten. Nice one-touch breakout pass by Sweeney to Sandy. Got help and chipped wide by Bolte. Sweeney losing it on the battle. Charging forward is Noah. Noah's going to sidestep around the player. He's going to put on the afterburners, chasing down the puck behind the goal line. Puck sneaks behind the skate of Olsen along the boards. Breakout pass by Buffalo. Now they're going to carry it in. Flipping the puck towards net. It'll be a stick save by Noonan. And he will hold on to that one. Freezing it with his glove. Puck out at the point, coming out into the neutral area now, chased down now by Johnson. Erickson going after near side, puck chipped around Scott, carried down into the near corner. Steinhaus giving chase, centering pass off the side of the net, recovered by Scott. Up to Erickson, kept in at the point, poke checked away by Erickson, pressured by Olsen far side. Scott stepping in, trying to give some help. Puck near side now. Recovered and brought back out in the neutral area before coming back in by Buffalo. Shot towards net, cleared wide by the stick of Noonan. Covered behind the net by Steinhaus, passing it up to Erickson. Bounces off of his stick. Puck battle gets centering pass on target. A wraparound attempt by Buffalo. Angels are definitely scrambling. A wide shot from the point. Loose puck now, dumped back out to the other side post. Jumping up out of the way was Johnson. Puck is now going to get cleared out of the zone by Erickson, where it's immediately brought back in by Buffalo, losing it in the skates of Erickson. Sent back to the defender. He'll walk it back in. Save and recovered by Johnson, carrying it behind the net. Puck shot towards target from the point. Sent right back out to the point from behind goal line. That shot, and it will go into the back of the net on the high-flying shot. Noonan completely screened on the play. It was hard to tell if there were any Angels players that were in the line of the shot that ducked out of the way at the last second. Angels find themselves now 2 goals down off the draw. Charging forward is Sweeney. Loose puck now far side, tracing after it was Bolte. Centering near side pass by Buffalo, unsuccessful. Trying to slap it back up is Noah. Noah sends it right back down into Buffalo's end, pressured by Sandy. Bouncing puck off the skate of Bolte in front of the net. It's going to be recovered by Buffalo, and they're going to rechange direction. Breakout pass chipped back up by Noah, recovered immediately by Buffalo, and they continue their advancement into the Angels' end. Noah ties up player behind the net. A nice strip of the puck, sends it along the boards. Sweeney and Sandy both not even saying a single word to each other, going for the same puck as opposed to a simple, hey, I got it, allows the other player to step off and start streaking up ice, something that is a simple tactic to do, but sometimes seems like this team has difficulty talking to each other. Buffalo recovers the puck behind their goal line, recovered and kept in briefly at the point by Johnson. Loose puck now, getting chased down, poke checked away by Noah, jumps back up into traffic by Johnson. Stolen off the boards by Buffalo. Chased and poke checked away by Olsen. Shot towards net, rings the boards, goes wide. Here's Sandy's going to chase down a flying puck. He puts on the brakes, and we will have a power play opportunity now for the Angels. As a Buffalo player, he'll go and sit in the sin bin for 2 minutes for tripping. There's 3 minutes and 50 seconds left in period number 2. 2 minutes of those will be shorthanded for Buffalo. Face-off won by Scott. Out to the point, sent by Steinhaus to Erickson. Steinhaus shot, deflection perfectly out of the air by Olsen. A nice shot by Steinhaus. And Olsen having his stick up deflected the puck down, possibly through the 5-hole. Beautiful deflection down by Olsen, and that'll be a power play goal for the Angels. An assist credited to Steinhaus, and that'll bring them back to within 1 goal. And that'll terminate the Buffalo goal, or the Buffalo penalty rather. Off the draw, charging forward was Olsen, trying to pressure the defender. Slapped up by Scott. D-to-D pass broken up by Scott. He'll chase down the puck behind the goal line. Dumped up along the boards, recovered by Olsen near side. Centering past Erickson, broken up by Buffalo. Buffalo is going to try and carry it back out into the neutral area. Pull checked away near side by Steinhaus. Chipping it up off the boards, pressured by Scott. Sent far side to Olsen, who's waiting. Olsen's going to send it down across after winning the center line. Picked up in the near corner in Buffalo's end by Scott. He gets hammered hard into the boards. Dumped hard out of the zone. It's going to get chased down by Steinhaus. He'll recover it. Carrying the puck behind the net, picking up speed as he makes the turn. Lost the puck in the skates of Bolte, recovered, brought back in by Buffalo. Buffalo centering pass, broken up by Johnson. Johnson feeds it up to Erickson. Erickson now carrying the puck back out of Angels zone. His pass across went behind Scott. Chasing it down far side now is Bolte. He gets tied up along the boards. Puck bouncing up. Being pushed forward by absolute unit player number 6. And offsides was the whistle stopping play. Off the draw. Loose puck to Tweeten. Carried in now by Noah. Noah's shot hits the side of the net. Picked up in the near corner by Buffalo. Tries ringing it along the boards. Picked off by Sandy. Shot from far side dot by, or that was picked up by Bolte, sent to Sandy. Sandy's shot from the far side dot was broken up, and icing will be the call now as Buffalo tried getting it out of their zone to some rushing forwards, but it'll be a face-off back on the near side dot, blocker side of the Buffalo goaltender. Face-off won by Sandy to the stick of Bolte. Bolte rips a shot. Nice leg save by the goaltender. Out at the point. Pressured by Tweeten. Puck gets chipped up off the glass. Recovered by Bolte. Bolte on the spin move trying to feed it up to Tweeten. Poke checked away by Bolte as Buffalo carries it back in through neutral ice. Centering pass went behind the net. It's going to be picked up near side by Sweeney. Before it was sent back in by Buffalo. Sweeney still trying to feed it up to Sandy. It's kept in at the point. The puck goes to the stick of Noah. Noah feed it up to Sandy, broken up by Buffalo, and they carry it back down now into Angels' end. Tweeten's going to go down hard on the play. Puck picked up now by Sandy. Sends it up to Sweeney. Sweeney's going to chip it along the boards, able to get it out of the zone. Loose puck now picked up by Tweeten. Tweeten feeded it up to some waiting forwards. Went back to him. Recovered by Sweeney. Sweeney one-handed. Puck stripped off of his stick. Helped by Olsen into the zone. Chased down now behind the goal line by Scott. It's going to get kept in at the point by Johnson. Recovered out by Sweeney. Sweeney muffin shot. I'm not sure if he whiffed on it or if the puck hit traffic right away. Nice job by Steinhaus breaking up the shot attempt. Recovered behind the goal line by Johnson. A quick pull check and the puck is loose out front. Scott flying forward finds the loose puck. Scott's going to dump it down, and icing is going to be the call as Scott dumped it before crossing over the center red line. As Scott and Olsen were charging forward trying to get momentum and set up a play to beat the two defenders that they had in front of them. But that'll bring the puck all the way back down now into Angels' end. Near side faceoff, 22.3 seconds to go, period number 2. Faceoff won by Scott to the stick of Steinhaus. Steinhaus charging forward, bouncing puck off the boards. Here's Xander Eriksson. Xander Eriksson rips a lunar shot up over the goal. Tries to keep it in at the point was Johnson. Nice back check by Steinhaus, allowing the poke check to get the puck in the corner. Centering pass cleared wide by Eriksson, and that'll do it for period number 2 here in Hutchinson between the Angels and Buffalo. We'll have a really quick intermission break with teams on the bench before starting period number 3 in the 5th place game. Third period underway. Face off by Sandy. Recovered far side. Dumped in by Sweeney. Carried back out of the zone by the defender. And offsides will be the call as Sweeney trying to get back into neutral territory before the puck crossing over the blue line. That'll be a center ice face-off for the offsides. Puck controlled by Buffalo. Dumped in near side. Going to wrap along the boards all the way down to Sweeney. Sweeney lost the footing up along the boards. Shot towards net, crossing in front of the goal. Breakout pass by Bolte. Pull checked and cleared up by Buffalo. Helped forward by Sweeney. Here's Sandy. Sandy shot on target, block a save into the far corner, and the puck will go up into the netting and out of play behind the glass. And then we will have a face-off on the far side dot, deep in Buffalo territory. Off the draw, Buffalo charging forward now out to neutral ice. Carrying the puck down, centering. Player was tied up nicely by Erickson. Erickson goes down hard back first into the boards. Steinhaus coming in to tie up the player. Puck picked up by Scott. Scott sends it near side to Olsen. Olsen having to put on the brakes. Olsen right back to Steinhaus. Steinhaus cutting in towards the middle. Steinhaus lines up. He rips a shot wide of the net. Recovered for a rebounded tip off the deflection from the back boards. Puck out to the point to Johnson. Johnson's shot kicked out of the air by a Buffalo defender. Picked up far side by Steinhaus. Steinhaus trying to dump it along the boards. Gets some help now from Buffalo player. Kept in at the point by Johnson. Johnson backhands it off the boards, where Buffalo is able to recover it. And we will have the puck sliding all the way towards net, where Noonan is able to lunge forward and freeze the puck. Puck now coming out of the zone. Nice pass carried out by Sandy across to Sweeney. Sweeney pushed off of the puck. Nice shot by Bolte. Hits traffic though. It sounded like it hit the side of a wall. Pass from Sandy back to Bolte. Bolte trying to feed it back to Sandy, who was broken up by Buffalo. Chipped along the boards. Going to get recovered in Angels territory by Noah. Noah threading the needle, sneaking the puck around the glass behind the official. Carried now in far side by Sandy. Sandy's feeding it up. Trying to get it through multiple Buffalo players. Sweeney stepping up trying to get some help. Kept in at the point beautifully by Noah. Dumped back into the zone by Sandy. Pressured now by Olsen behind the net. He's able to recover it. The loose puck now recovered by Olsen. Sent out. Shot towards net by Noah. Went just wide. Loose puck now far side by Olsen. Cleared wide by Buffalo. Trying to clear it out. Hit the skates of Scott. Kept in by Noah. Noah gets sent down hard. Loose puck picked up by Olsen behind the goal line. Goal line centering pass. A beautiful shot attempt by tip shot by Scott. Almost went in. The goaltender somehow got his left leg pad on the puck. I was watching the puck sliding in towards the back of the net, and the goalie's leg pad and left skate somehow grabbed that puck and pulled it underneath him. Decent save by the goaltender. Face-off won by Scott to Erickson. Send it to Steinhaus. Steinhaus dumps it back in along the boards. Recovered. Steinhaus charging forward. Sidestepping the puck. It was recovered by Johnson. Johnson trying to dump it back in. A nice stop back trick move by Johnson. Kept the puck on his stick behind the goal line. Recovered the neutral area. Dumped back in by Buffalo. Stopped by Johnson. Buffalo dumps it in along the boards now, where it will get picked up behind the goal line by Steinhaus. Steinhaus, he'll hit lots of bodies in front, and a shot from the wide angle boards is on target and saved by Noonan. He'll freeze it, bringing play to a stop. Off the draw, bouncing puck went wide of the net. Picked up by Johnson to Bolte. Bolte trying to get it out. It's kept in at the point by Buffalo. To the stick of Johnson. Johnson very dangerously passing the puck right out front of the net. Buffalo there almost had a point blank shot off. Scrambling was Sweeney going for it. Doing the right thing to get it out of there. You cannot make a pass like that. Even if there is nobody else around, you never pass the puck right in front of your own net like that. You cannot do that. The icing will give opportunity for both teams to get a line change. Sandy with the faceoff. Puck got jumbled up in a Buffalo player's skates. Difficult to see where the puck was. Chipping up out of the zone now. Pressured by Bolte. Loose puck dumped back in by Sandy. Recovered by Buffalo. Buffalo clearing pass. Tipped by Sweeney. Gets it out of the way. Recovered now behind the goal by Noah. Noah dumps it up along the boards to Bolte. Bolte is going to send it all the way down now. And now we're going to have a face-off again down in Angels End. 10 minutes, 21 seconds to go in period number 3. Off the draw, puck gets dumped up along the boards by Tweet and tried to get it out with Olsen's. Kept in at the point. Puck battle with bodies flying now out everywhere. Shot from the high slot. Saved by Noonan. It went out. Another shot from the point. Saved by Noonan. Cleared out. It was pressured by Olsen. It's going to get picked up now by Scott. Scott's going to carry it out of the blue. And lost it on the drive forward. Puck battle near side, recovered by Buffalo. Carrying it now, pressured by Erickson. Shot into the Angels' end. Picked up now by Steinhaus. Steinhaus is going to make the turn. Steinhaus charging forward. Loses it on the stick handle and the footing. He'll go flying like a saucer. Recovered now by Buffalo. Buffalo coming in. Steinhaus going for the body check. Buffalo coming in with lots of speed. Walks around multiple players. Shot went wide. It's recovered by Scott. Scott charging forward. Able to get the puck out of the blue lines where it's recovered and sent back in by Buffalo to the stick of Steinhaus. Steinhaus tries to feed it up to Olsen. Ricocheted off a Buffalo player's stick. Recovered by Olsen. He wins the red line and sends it down into the zone. Puck will wrap along the boards. And pressured by Sandy. Players change direction, sending it near side now. Tries to clear it out. Puck bounced off the skate of Bolte. Recovered by Johnson. Passes it across to Steinhaus. Puck sneaks underneath his stick. Recovered by Sweeney. He spin backhands it into the zone. Chasing it down now, where it's recovered behind the goal line by Buffalo. Near side pass along the boards. Kept in at the point by Johnson. Picked up by Buffalo on the backside, dumping it off the boards. Kept in by Noah, chipped up and over Noah's stick. He quickly turns direction and changes his momentum. Sweeney gets sent hard into the boards. We got a stick flying out of nowhere. Charging forward is Bolte. Pull checked away by Buffalo, losing the puck there somehow. Pressured by Sandy. Puck put on brakes in front of the Angels bench, slapped forward by Sweeney. Puck picked up now by Buffalo, sending it near side through the stick of the waiting forward. Recovered by Noah. Noah dumps it up along the boards where it's caught by Buffalo. Pressured by Sandy. Here's the loose puck now picked up by Olsen. Olsen's coming in from the side. Olsen's shot, got a shot on target. A nice, decent job by by Buffalo. Able to get his stick on puck on the windup for Olsen's shot. And that's all you really got to do as a defender, as you just saw, to break up a ripper that Weston was gearing up to let go. And it's hard to send a decent shot when you got to shoot through another player's stick. Face-off won by Scott. Shot from the wide angle. Puck gets deflected up behind the net. Passed out front by Olsen off the shin pad of Scott. Puck battle now along the boards. Recovered by Scott. Olsen's going to get sent super hard into the boards by a massive 24 defender. 24 is going to recover it. Keep charging forward. Recovered behind the net by Noah. Noah feeds it up to Erickson. Erickson on the spin blind pass from the far board sends it right to a Buffalo player. A massive hit. This should be a kneeing penalty now assessed to number 24 as he teed up Tweeten. He's only going to get 2 minutes for tripping though. Could have been kneeing. He extended his knee, which is a much more severe penalty. In my opinion, that's what should have been assessed. And so it'll be a power play opportunity now for Angels for 2 minutes. We've got 6 minutes, 41 seconds to go in period number 3. Face-off by Sandy, tied up along the far point, kept in far side by Steinhaus. Buffalo trying to recover it, pressured by Bolte. Sandy stepping in, adding pressure, recovered Noah now, chipping it from the slot. It's going to get sent all the way down with lots of speed and momentum, so that'll be a quick icing and a face-off back down in Buffalo's end. Off the draw by Sandy, recovered by Buffalo, dumped up and over the skate and stick of Steinhaus, recovered out in the neutral area. Steinhaus feeding it near side to Olsen. Olsen trying to feed it to Sandy, got deflected by Bolte, recovered by Buffalo. Buffalo sends it to the stick of Steinhaus. Nice pass by Steinhaus near side to Bolte. Bolte's going to walk in. He flips the puck up into the slot. It's recovered by Buffalo, carrying it back down now into the zone. Pull checked away by Olsen and Noah. Pressure now by Bolte. Sent to the center by Sandy. Here's Olsen. Olsen's going to wind in. Olsen trying to get a shot again. Nice job by the defender. Got a stick on it and deflected the puck wide as Olsen was trying to get a quick shot on the fly, moving the feet. 56 seconds to go on the Buffalo penalty. Off the draw by Scott, stepping up is Buffalo. Sidestepping it was Tweeten. Eric Sweeney going for the back check. Puck pounded its way towards the net. Good wide by Steinhaus, picked up by Sweeney. Sweeney feeding it up to Erickson. Erickson up to Scott. Scott with the stick spin. Scott tries to rip a shot through the stick of Buffalo, recovered behind the net by our defender. Penalty is going to be assessed now to Scott, and he'll go sit for 2 minutes for roughing. And that'll even things back up now at 4 apiece for the next 30 seconds. And then Buffalo will have a power play opportunity for a minute and a half. And with the penalty, that'll be a face-off that gets brought down now into Angels zone. Off the draw by Erickson. Quick shot on target, recovered by Erickson. Tries to clear it out through the stick of Buffalo player. Loose puck now at the point. Quick shot and reaction by Noonan. Grabs the puck out of the air with his glove and he'll hold on to it. Erickson now with the face-off. Apologize for the shaky camera with the bouncing bleachers. Puck near side picked up by Olsen. Olsen's going to skate it around, sends it along the boards, getting her own defender. Couldn't get there before the other defender did. Dumped back up forward by Buffalo. Buffalo now back at full strength, so they are on the power play, carrying the puck along the side of the net. Tried centering pass, puck gets loose and tied up on the backside of the net. Noonan will reach around and freeze it. Loose puck driving forward to grab it was Noah. Reverses direction, changes it. Breakout pass now from Sandy to Olsen. Olsen's going to cut in. Olsen rips a shot on target. It'll be a glove save and held on by the goaltender. Sandy streaking in, trying to get a rebound look and opportunity. That'll be a far side face-off in Buffalo end. Sandy setting up for the draw. Off the draw, driving forward. Pull checked away by the stick of the goaltender. Buffalo changing direction, carrying it back out into neutral ice. You don't always have to go for the body. The puck is more important. You go for the body and you're not going for the puck, you might as well not even be playing the game of hockey. You're just reacting to the go for the body chants and screams that keep occurring in the stands. Puck picked up now by Buffalo behind the net, carried back out into neutral ice. Chipped in along the boards, chased down now and recovered by Sweeney. Sweeney charging forward, stripped off of his stick, recovered by Steinhaus. Steinhaus now carries it up off the boards far side. Steinhaus is cutting down the middle. He's going to go in wide. Steinhaus rips the shot, blocker save, went wide. Wrap attempt by Steinhaus. Loose puck now, far side, sent towards net by Sweeney, picked up by a Buffalo player. They're going to dump it all the way down. And that'll be an icing. And Angels now back at full strength right before the whistle expired, or before the whistle was blown for the icing. So both teams back with 5 skaters each. Scott with the face-off win to Erickson. Erickson backhands it back to Steinhaus. Steinhaus rips a shot, blocked by a Buffalo player before reaching target. Stripped away by Olsen. Puck now dumped behind the goal line to a waiting forward. They'll carry it back out. Broken up by Steinhaus. Steinhaus changing direction, cuts in towards mids. He's going to go down hard before he could get a shot off. Puck now along the far boards, dumped up. Headman pass by Buffalo, mishandles it, recovered by Olsen. Sent back into the zone by Buffalo. Dumped into the far side corner. The puck will continue wrapping along the boards, recovered by Olsen. Olsen stepping off the boards, sends it far side to Erickson. Erickson feeds it up to Scott. Scott charging forward. Buffalo wins the foot race to the puck along the boards. Beautiful poke check by Steinhaus, charging forward. Couldn't get there on the second poke check. Stopped now near side by Johnson. Johnson giving a foot race, pressuring the Buffalo player. Cuts in front of their net. Sends the puck far side. Kept in at the point beautifully by Sweeney. Sweeney feeds the puck, tries to get it up to Bolte. Stopped by Buffalo. Recovered by Sandy. Sandy to the stick of Noah. Noah feeding it up to Bolte, who turned in the wrong direction. From what Noah was thinking he was passing. Pass from Bolte to Sweeney. Sweeney had to adjust and backhand catch it, chipping it in. Nice job playing the body by that Buffalo player to separate Sweeney from the puck. Buffalo now charging back forward in and out on the far side corner. It's going to get picked up by Noah. Noah's going to dump it along the boards. Tries to pass it out to the point. Puck gets past Bolte. It's going to get recovered by Six. Six flips it back up on the stick of Johnson. Johnson trying to get it out, grabbed out of the air, and it will be a hand pass, so that should come all the way down. They'll do a face-off right by the hand pass. That's correct. The hand passes, you do a face-off wherever the infraction occurred. It's not like icing where you send it all the way down, or like a high sticking. Timeout called by the Angels. 1 minute, 5 seconds to go in the period. Again, apologize for the shaky camera and bouncing bleachers. I anticipate Angels will try and pull the goalie to get an extra skater once they can get it into the Buffalo end of the ice. Sandy with the faceoff, slapped into the zone by Buffalo, recovered by Tweeten. Tweeten dumps it up along the glass, charging forward along the boards is Sandy. It's stopped by Buffalo. They dump it in, tries to grab it is Tweeten's recovered and pulled off the boards. Shot went wide, crossing in front of the net. Picked up by Noah. Noah's attempt to try and get it out. Puck gets sent towards Noonan. He immediately gets his glove on it before a quick whistle. 45.1 seconds to go in the game. Sandy with the faceoff. Faceoff 1 to Steinhaus. Steinhaus dumps the puck up. Here's tons of speed. Charging forward is Noah. Puck gets chipped up and out into the Buffalo bench, and that'll be a face-off at the offsides dot. And so Noonan will stay in the game to ensure that Angels get possession. Loose puck now, skated down just for that reason, picked up by Steinhaus. Steinhaus feeding it, bouncing up over the stick of Bolte to a waiting Buffalo player. Tweeten grabs the puck, sends it out into neutral ice, charges in hard. He's going to carry it down over the blue line, dumping it into the corner, and there goes Noonan. 16 seconds to go. Olsen streaking in. Loose puck now from behind the net. Puck goes out to the point. Shot from Steinhaus. Saved and cleared wide. Dumped along the boards by Noah. Centering pass to Olsen. Broken up. Olsen with a backhand. Loose puck. And it'll be a save by the goaltender, and that'll do it. A good opportunity by both Olsen and Noah. Right in the right place at the right time. They were able to get the puck on net, and a nice save by the goaltender keeps it out from the goal line. And that'll do it here. Is the only one opportunity we have is for Tweeten to hammer the puck as hard as he can. And Buffalo will come out victorious here this morning, taking 5th place in the tournament against the Fargo Angels. And that'll conclude the One City World Tour here of the Hutchinson tournament for the Fargo Angels Bantam B team. Thanks for sticking with us all weekend long. We'll be back at it with games this coming weekend. Saturday, Angels take on Langdon at home at 3 o'clock, and on Sunday they take on Alexandria at home at 9:30 in the morning. As always,